Good evening, creatures, and welcome to Horror TV. Welcome to our lair as well. We are the Horror Hotties. We have Lars back this week, and we also have Amanda. Bella. I knew I was going to do it. I knew it. I knew I was going to mess it up again. I tried so hard.
Crewbella.
Crewbella.
Well, make sure to subscribe, like, and follow. It's great to see everyone again.
Yes, how exciting.
Welcome back. So this week, let's see, what we're going to talk about. Bella, what is your biggest fear?
Oh, my biggest fear? Definitely someone in my house.
Ooh.
Like, I have this reoccurring dream of just, like, looking at my door and just seeing, like, a silhouette.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I'm really, like, protective over my house. Like, I have all my roommates' locations. I check it.
That's a real fear. That's like
That's
a legit.
That's a legit fear. I feel like every, especially woman, feels that way.
Yeah, a little real.
Yeah, we don't want people in our houses.
Bex, what's your biggest fear?
The ocean.
Oh, that was
Even more real.
I just don't like how big and how deep it is, and there's just creepy, weird creatures. Like, one of this. First of all, jellyfish. What the fuck is up with that? I don't
Jellyfish
mess
are
with
the worst thing in the ocean.
Second thing, squid. The giant squid. I don't know if you've seen pictures of how big that thing is. It is absolutely horrifying under a little green light, because they live so far deep, it's just pitch black. You can't see anything. That's awful. No. Ocean, for sure.
Did you like the movie Jaws? How was that scary to you?
I would never be in that position, so I don't know. I don't put myself in boats in the ocean. Only lakes. I'm a lake person. Like, I'll go on a boat in a lake, but not the ocean.
So you're
not
great
the
with
ocean.
these movies, but, like, Finding Nemo might really get you.
You know what's funny that you ask about Jaws is if you've seen 47 Meters Down, that movie where she gets put in the shark cage and they go down and they cage breaks and they drop. That movie actually gave me anxiety in the theater. Like, I had such anxiety in the theater, I almost wanted to cry. It was awful. It's a genuine fear.
That's awesome.
It used to be needles, but I got over that.
Oh, okay.
What is your fear?
Well, my biggest fear for most of my life was grasshoppers. Bugs life? Nope. Would scream, crying. But I've gotten over that a little bit now. I don't cry when I see them. But now I cry when I see cockroaches. Can't do, Fear Factor. I could never be on that show. Because
Where they would eat the roaches.
They'll eat them or
bugs.
pour them on you like roaches if I see one in the house. It's not a good time.
I was expecting, like, really creepy things from you guys, and
I'm
these are all very practical fears.
No, killers, fine. I don't care if I'm being stalked. That's fine. I'm like, oh, someone's interested in me.
You're
But
used to
cockroaches,
that.
nope. No way.
No.
You draw the line when the cockroach is interested in you.
Yes, basically.
My grandma's house used to be covered in them. I hated roaches.
Okay, you know what? I'm really scared of ticks.
Ooh.
Dog
little
ticks,
bloodsucker.
like the dog ticks. Yeah,
Oh,
I
gosh.
actually had a tick bite me when I rescued my dog, and it crawled up on my arm, and that's that freaked me out. It was gross.
That's
I
really
was because
bad.
you don't know what they're carrying. Like, bugs carry.
Yeah, they can
weird
kill you.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Especially deer
They're
ticks,
deadly.
Lyme disease.
They're deadly. Okay. Well, that was fun.
That was a tangent. We're sorry.
Tell us what your fears are in the comments.
What are your
Yeah.
weird, irrational, or rational fears?
Rational or irrational fears that you guys might have, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
Or send us a message on Instagram. We put those up so you guys can talk to us as well.
Oh, that would be fun, yeah.
Yeah, definitely shoot us a message. Let us know. Maybe we can pick the funniest one or the creepiest.
Yeah, we can
or
talk
the
about
worst
it
one.
next
We can share it
week.
next week.
Cute. Okay, so, this week we watched a viewer-recommended movie. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
It is called Haunt, and it was made in 2009
2009 to 2019.
They sent it back.
Words are hard.
It was directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods.
Yes, produced by Eli Roth.
Yes.
Basically, the movie is about these 6 friends,
Oh,
and
spoiler
oh,
alert.
spoiler alert, you guys! Spoiler alert! We're gonna be talking a lot about this movie, okay? So,
Be ready.
You might hear the whole thing. And if you haven't watched it already, I mean, would you guys watch it again?
I would recommend it. I actually very much enjoyed it for the most part. And I would recommend you guys watch it.
I would give it like a 6.
I would watch it. Make sure you have a friend and a nightlight. I was terrified. I think it was the scariest one we've done so far.
Yeah.
So basically,
I watched it in the middle of the day and I was struggling.
I watched it at night, but I had already seen the movie. But basically, it's about these 6 friends who are, it looks like they're in kind of college town. They're out at a club on Halloween, and this guy, kind of just lurking in the background, you're kind of wondering what he's doing. But basically, the 6 friends, one of them comes across a poster or like an advertisement for a haunted house. So, of course, on Halloween night, they're going to be like, let's go.
Yeah.
We're going.
I mean, that ball was not a vibe.
No, it wasn't a vibe.
That was lame.
They made sure the bar definitely had a lame vibe. But they basically go out to this haunted house, and when they show up, they're a little bit surprised because, some people die.
They
Right
actually
away.
die. Yeah. They're like, is that, are they really dead?
Like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah, so like they get in the house, they have to sign a waiver, which, is kind of normal, I think, for some
houses.
some extreme haunted houses. They have to sign a waiver, they have to give up their phones in a lockbox. That's where
that's
I
a
would
red
be
flag.
like,
Yeah.
that's the major red flag.
I would draw the line there, and I'd be like, no.
No, why didn't, they could just say, I don't have my phone. Why
I
not that?
understand, like, no phones out because of the lights and stuff, but...
Yeah. No,
red
I
flag.
would not surrender my phone. But anyway, they all do without question.
Right, they
They're
just
so
walk
into
in.
it.
Walk in, and then the first scene, they like open up this curtain, and there's this witch lady with what is it called, a brander,
Like a fire
sort of thing?
stick poke.
It's like a fireplace poker stick.
Okay,
I
and
don't
she
know.
heats it up. She like brands her face.
I don't know, y'all.
And it's actually one of the girls from the first group that walked in. That they like the group before
See,
them.
I didn't catch that because I thought it was completely empty when they showed up, and I'm like, there's no way
You
they
see
believe
a
this is
glimpse.
real.
They're like walking in. So when these people pull up to this haunted house and they actually go up the road, it gives you a little glimpse of like just this group right before them just walking in the door. And that's where the girl shows up. That's where they get her.
I was
'Cause
already
I think I missed that
terrified.
the first time I watched it.
I already knew it was bad. Like, it's a real haunted house. You're in line for 45 minutes.
Right. Yeah, that's
know.
what part of it was kind of weird. Like, why is it so isolated?
Yeah.
Like, there's no one in the parking lot. That's not normal. And then so the witch lady just stabs her in the face. And then they close the curtains, and like everyone's like, that looked really real.
On top
No,
of
they
that,
were down with it. They were like, hell yeah.
On top of that, they heated it up. Like,
Yeah.
she had that in the fire. Like, she was making that red hot, and she...
So they're like, oh yeah, this is just a really good special effects. Like, okay, we'll just move on.
Right. And they're like, none of them just... I don't know. Like, I feel like if that were, me going through a haunted house, if I saw that, I would just... probably just shit my pants. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that looked real. Like...
Yeah.
There's no way that was like fake, in the movie, the
They had the
characters.
smoke and mirrors.
They warm
and
it up with like a
stuff.
couple innocent things, like, oh, walking
they
through the
did.
little tunnel of fabric.
Right.
And then it gets really intense. Like,
They make them dizzy, and then
0
they're
to
like, yeah, let's
60.
go.
I thought it was cute. We were kind of watching some recap videos before we started it, and Bella, you were like looking away.
She's like, I can't watch. Don't make me watch this
this is
again.
a really scary movie, guys. I could not.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep drinking.
You have some trivia facts.
I
for
do.
us.
I got some trivia questions prepared. It was really hard because it's a newer movie. There's not a lot of like well-known actors in it. There's no what was it
Major
called?
familiar faces.
Yeah,
major-
like, so we'll just get into it. Let's see. Okay, filmmakers Scott Beck and Brian Woods wrote the script for Haunt while they were also writing the screenplay for A, Let Me In, B, A Quiet Place, C, Darkness Falls, or D, Possession.
Oh, well, I feel like A Quiet Place is not that recent, right?
We did A Quiet Place 2, actually, so I don't think, like 2017?
Yeah, like I don't
No.
think the timelines would.
We don't have our fact checker yet. She's coming soon, guys.
We need a fact checker.
But I had no idea. What were the options? It's
Let
not
me
A
in.
Quiet Place, I don't think.
Quiet Place, Darkness Falls, or Possession.
I'm gonna say let me in.
Okay.
I agree. No, we're both wrong.
Yeah, it's
Well.
actually Quiet Place.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wow, the one that we're like, no, that's not that one.
So you
right?
never agree with me.
No.
I'm
Well, I
too
learned my
innocent.
lesson.
I'm always wrong.
I know, it's definitely not that one. Like,
No, cough.
It's a very different plot. Okay.
Oh,
The creative
no.
people.
yeah. Well, there we go. And
Okay.
then,
A
next
Quiet
question. Which cast member is known for finishing in 8th place on the 9th season of American Idol? Your options are Harper, Bailey, Nathan, or Evan.
Well, I'm just gonna take a wild gander that it's not Evan.
You don't think so?
I don't
He
know.
doesn't strike
he just
you as
doesn't
a
strike
singer?
me as a no. He doesn't strike me as a singer. He
No,
strikes me as a
deep
comedian.
baritone.
He's a comedian.
I'm gonna go Bailey. She was very elegant. You know, I could see her being a vocalist for sure.
I get that.
She was the cat, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't want to agree with you again.
I wouldn't.
I'm not gonna
Don't agree with her. Pick something else.
Yeah, I am gonna go. Well, I'm just gonna go with Evan. Let's just find out if it was Evan.
It's not.
I'll do it.
It was our main girl, Harper.
Oh, the main
Wow.
She's a singer.
She was a great actress.
She didn't win. She's not that great of a singer. She didn't win.
Wow. Okay, Lars.
She got 8th place. Come on.
Okay, well, you know
many
what?
did I
She
start
went to
with? So
acting,
many.
and honestly, I think she killed it in this film. She
Yeah.
looked
Yeah,
terrified.
she
I would
did a
agree.
good job. She did a really good job.
I think the acting overall was pretty good.
Mhm.
Like usually,
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of horror movies give off like the dumb, like all the characters are dumb and they like just get killed because they make stupid choices. But these
Yeah.
people actually tried.
Yeah, they tried to escape, which I could
Yeah.
appreciate.
It was convincing.
That was-
they all had a backstory.
It was nice because it was different. It was
Yeah.
different from what you're used to.
They
what
made
you're
the
used to seeing.
effort
It was almost too well done.
to.
You're
Almost
like,
too
stop
well
it. Just stop.
I'm gonna lose.
realistic.
It's fine. It's fine.
Take it back, you guys. You don't need to be this good. It's a horror movie, right?
Yeah, guys, make it funny. Make it fake. Come on.
I know, there really wasn't that much comedy. What?
know.
You have 3, right?
I have one more. All right. Which character also provided the voice of Harper's dad in the flashback scene? You could either be the witch, the vampire, the devil, or Mitch, the ghost. Throw your head.
Wait, so they voiced the Harper's dad as well?
And you don't ever see Harper's dad's face. You just like hear him. And so one of the masked killers was also the voice for the dad.
Interesting.
Okay. You go for Specs.
Was the devil on there? Was that an option?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him. I don't know why. I just feel like.
Okay. You said the clown, right?
No.
No. What were the options?
The witch,
Okay.
the vampire, the devil, or the
Or
ghost.
Okay, I'm going vampire because Mitch was just talking way too much to have his voice appear twice.
That's good
Did
deductive
the witch
reasoning.
even talk?
Mm,
Did the
no.
witch ever talk?
I think she screamed when she was getting her
Yeah,
head
she
bashed in.
screamed.
So it can't be her, right? Process of elimination.
You never know.
Watch it be. Watch it be. You're like,
Could
that's
be
why.
a transsexual witch. We don't know.
I can't.
No.
Male
Is
witch.
that the answer?
No, it's the devil. You got it right, Bex. Good job.
I got at least one.
There we go.
At least one.
One day, 1 week.
One day you'll get a question right.
The week I get it right, I need everyone lighting up the comments.
Like, go Bella!
Yes.
Yes.
Well, good job. That was fun.
Always. So let's talk about favorite kill scene. Because there were some good ones for sure. My favorite kill scene was probably Mitch killing Evan. When he's all, what does he say? Like, do you still want to see my face? Do you still want to know my name? Like, that's how he talks.
She was repeating this all night.
Well, because it reminded me of the joke earlier, like, you want to know how I got these scars?
Yeah,
like,
it does kind of sound like that.
He does have a little thing in his voice. But when he takes that hammer and he takes the back of it and he just peels that kid's face off. But warning, spoiler, okay. Yeah, he peels this kid's face off, basically.
It's very
and
graphic.
It looks pretty graphic.
The special effects in this movie, I really enjoyed. There was a lot of close-up, gory moments. Like,
yes.
he really just pulls his whole upper jaw, like, back over his head. And then there's a pitchfork scene. She gets stabbed through the face with a pitchfork, and you see it. It's good special effects.
What they do
Laura's ears like gagging.
I'm like about to throw up.
She can't even hear
The
it.
eyeball. I liked how they made her eyeball roll when it happened. It stabs her in the head. And
Yeah, it was so beautiful. Oh my gosh.
I can't do my cross-eyed.
That movie magic.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was probably my favorite scene as well. Yeah.
The pitchfork. I can appreciate when they killed the witch. I liked that they were just like slam, slam, slam.
Yeah, they bred her shit up. But a lot of the time, they did the same thing they do in a lot of movies where they'll hit the killer one time.
And then they leave them.
And then they leave
get
them,
back
and they're
up.
still alive. Like, how... When
Like,
will
guys,
they learn?
Like, guys, come on.
When
we
will
watch
they learn?
horror movies.
Classic.
All of them come back, right? They come back at least once. Or
The witch
you gotta
didn't come
kill them
back.
At least
No.
twice.
The
No,
witch-
she didn't come back. She died.
Well, you know who else was
She
gone
ended.
was the devil.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he got
got-
shot in the head.
He got a shotgun blast straight to
That
the
was
dome.
a clever kill scene though. Like, we think our hero's about to die, and she like times the shotgun with the music and throws him up. Like, he falls for his own trap.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
does.
kind of stupid. That was his
That's
fault.
that's on his
That's
booty.
on
He
him.
wasn't paying attention.
I thought he was one of the scariest ones, and he went easily.
Like, I mean, you can hear it, and when you set that trap, like, come on, you have to
He
know
knows.
that shit's going.
He knows.
right?
That was his room. That was like the room that he went and got her. And he should know the timing. And then he was strangling her, and then he stopped, and he's just like, ha ha ha, and she like kicks him up into the
She's like,
shotgun. And,
okay, you're strangled.
and then he's just like, I'm done.
I'll stop.
Your turn. And then she's like, I got you.
Yeah.
So
What
why
does
did
she
he
do?
stop
She, like,
strangling her?
She like digs her nail into his eyeball or something. I think it was her.
His
Why would
eyeball
he
that was
let
already
go?
gone.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that could have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
Better done, you know? Because I feel like they made him like a highlight character for some reason. Like
Yeah.
they were like, you want that red cloak. Like,
Yeah,
stupidest
you think he was like
character.
second in command or something.
yeah, he was a runner up.
He was scary.
Second place.
I
I
was
thought he was
scared.
lame. I thought he was the lamest one. Mitch was scary though.
Yeah.
Because at first
Yeah.
you think, you're like, he kind of tricked me at first. Like, oh, maybe he's, you know,
He's
kind of the
getting them
nice guy.
out.
He's going to help them out.
But no, he's just creepy.
No. But then there's this other guy towards the end that is, like, innocent. And he's like, I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I'll help you get out. I didn't know they were going to kill people.
Right.
And you're like, oh, there is maybe some people that weren't knowingly involved. in
Yeah,
the-
which probably makes it interesting for, you know, I guess them, like, as the killers. They're like, oh, I'm just going to throw this random person in here, and then they'll find out at the end, I guess.
Yeah, and I'll still get to kill them because they're going to be
Right.
freaked out.
Yeah, so there was like a cult scenario going on with all the people in the house. You guys
Right.
caught that?
Right, yeah, they kind of disclose that a little bit, that they're part of a cult and they're like transforming their faces.
Yeah, they're changing their faces. That was kind of a thing that they focused on.
Yeah,
And it all
I think-
matched the mask.
Because he kept telling Harper to take off her mask, and that could either be like a metaphor for like your feet, like it's about like
I want to
her
unmask your
fear.
fears.
Yeah, like the trauma from your childhood sort of thing, or like I want your skin.
Yeah,
from your
one
face.
or the other, because
yeah.
Or
Mitch,
both. I think both.
when Mitch takes off his mask, that was
It looks
was
like he's
shocking.
wearing someone else's face. And then, like, the witch lady, when she takes off her mask, she looks like a witch. So she has the big nose and chin. And then the devil guy doesn't look like a devil. He just is,
he's just got
Pierced.
body
It's
modifications,
Yeah.
like I guess what everyday people would call like a demon. You know,
But you
like,
know,
oh, you're
like-
a devil worshiper.
A theme of the movie was like every character got scared by their biggest fear. So it's kind of like in a way validating that each like masked character was actually
Stalking
like
them, maybe.
the clown was a real clown below the mask. The ghost was a real ghost below the
Yeah.
mask. Like
They
it
were
was
trying
like
to
the
become their
feel was
characters.
like magnified.
Yeah.
They're like becoming the actual monster that
Yeah.
their mask is showing.
Although I will
Which was
say,
much more scary.
I will say I don't understand Mitch's mask. I don't understand what it is.
I
What is
couldn't.
it?
It's either.
What is it?
I think it's either a ghost or a froyo cup.
It looks like whipped cream
Yeah.
melting.
It reminds me of the
something.
really
Like, I don't-
sketchy Wendy's of my childhood.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't understand how that's supposed to be scary. But his real face when he
His
takes
real
the
face
mask off is
is
scary.
much more terrifying.
I just don't understand the symbolism in that. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Everyone else made sense, like the devil, the vampire, the witch. Okay, and then there's like this.
We were gonna. So, what did you not like about the movie?
I feel like we've talked a lot
We'll talk
about
about
it.
a few things, but like I feel like there were some.
I
some
thought
major
it started
ones.
strong. I thought the plot was going good. The house was creepy. The characters were interesting. But then the ending just seemed kind of rushed and unthought through.
Exactly. Like it was like the walking through the house was kind of slow. Like
They
they
took
were
their
in
time.
their
Yeah.
rooms for a while, you know. But then the
Yeah,
end
the
is
beginning took like half the movie.
Well, they went
like
through the house like 3 times. They went through it, and then they went back, and then they had to run
There
through
were only
it
like
again.
4 rooms.
Right.
I was like, how big is this haunted house?
that's big
Like,
enough for
4
me.
rooms.
I would be.
I'm like
I
the
wouldn't want
tunnels,
any
yeah.
bigger.
But,
Oh, what was your favorite room?
Ooh.
What would be the worst room for you? The coffin part, like when they're having to travel one at a time through the coffin,
Yeah,
was
that-
kind of
that
weird because you
freaked me
kind of
out.
had to separate. And
my
then the last
God.
girl in there, she doesn't get through right away. And then they open the top.
Of course, that would be me too. I'd be the one. They'd be like, yeah, let me
God.
pause
And
it
like
on you.
she's sitting there waiting for the trap door to open behind her, and it's just quiet. And then the top, like a top door above her opens, and you're like, what the fuck is gonna happen? Is like a knife gonna come through? Like what is it?
yeah,
And then there's a
yeah.
bunch of spiders. I was like, well, that'd be cockroaches for me.
Yeah, it would be roaches.
And then they're like, oh, they're just fake. They're fake spiders. Like they were crawling. What the
yeah,
hell?
they were crawling in the movie,
And
but
then
then
they
they're like, no, they're
disappear.
fake.
That
Like,
was a scary-
No, there's no way.
I think that part was really scary.
Yeah, that would be scary for me for sure.
There was the.
I don't like the
tunnel.
arm thing. Listen,
Oh.
I don't like when they put their arms into things. You can't- Why would you put your hand somewhere, your appendage,
No
any
way.
appendage, anywhere that you can't see it?
No
Like,
way.
no, that's asking for trouble. So no wonder the bitch got cut. Like, because she just reaching in there and she keeping her hand in there looking for her
She
ring.
was her arm-
She was sweet. She was a sweetie.
Yeah, she was.
She was a dumbass.
She's dumb.
She was dumb.
She was dumb. You guys.
She wasn't the best roommate.
She
Come
just
on.
had her arm in there for like 10 minutes. She's like, just waiting for it to fucking get cut off.
But
like,
when baseball boy, what's his name? Nathan.
Yes.
I just say baseball boy.
he's
got
like
his
a white
bat.
situation to me.
Yeah.
In the beginning, he's just like a dumb jog. He's like she walks up and he's like, "What do you want?"
Right.
He was so terrible in the club.
He's just acting.
Like,
he's
who acts like that when you're out? When you're out, you should be like, hey, what's up?
know.
Like, come on.
That's what the energy was so bad in that club. You got this vibe that they're like, yeah, we don't want to be here. Let's go to a haunted house. Like
He
I guess
redeemed
they got that
himself. He
across.
redeemed himself. He actually was like a good character that actually did some damage. He
His
was
intro
helpful.
was
he
awful.
smart. Intro trash. I think they meant to do
Yeah.
that to like give off like the normal horror movie type thing. Like these dudes are just stupid, like stupid college
He's
kids.
the jock or the hot jock of the group.
Yeah,
and
the
you have the
douchebag.
quirky weirdo, which is Evan, and then you have the pretty popular girls. And
Right.
then the one girl they didn't really, the flapper, they didn't really get
No, they
much
just
into
killed her off right
I mean,
away. She's like, we don't need to
was barely
develop
there.
her.
She didn't make it that
barely
far.
Barely.
She was barely there. I don't even remember her at the club part. Like, she was barely there.
Oh my god!
just saying.
Right before we started rolling, I think it was you. You were like, so there was 5 characters, right? I was like, no, there was 6. Like,
Like, who was the other ones? Like
like
the
they
first
literally
girl.
forgot her.
Yo, second
She
kill.
was very memorable to me.
Good lord, yeah, no. it was- she was not memorable, and the intro to Nathan was awful. I didn't feel the energy that they were trying to give off for like her parent situation. I wish they would have shown more of that, like, cause she just says
You wanted to see the mom being beat more?
no, but like maybe her like as a kid witnessing it, you know, like just a little bit more milking of the backstory for her. I would have liked to be tugged a little bit, because otherwise, what's the significance of the ring? You know, like I feel like if they would have milked her backstory just a smidgen more, it would have made the significance of the ring that her friend randomly borrows.
Yeah, she just walks into her room. I'm just gonna steal your dead mom's ring.
But you know what I think it was? Every character, like, the biggest fear was brought out in that haunted house. Mm-hmm. And we all thought the biggest fear was going to be the abusive boyfriend.
Right, we forgot about that.
And she even lied. She's like, I had a great life. I've had a great childhood. But, you know, that's what comes up for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we thought, like, they give the impression that the abusive boyfriend is going to be part of it because he sends her, like, a weird picture of him wearing a mask. Mm-hmm. And she's like, it's over. And then he sends like a weird text message, and I think it's gonna be him. And he's stalking her, like throwing pumpkins at the door.
Yeah, like he's crazy.
Then it's not him at all. He doesn't have anything to do with it. He actually goes to save Harper and her friends. And then he
dies.
And then dies immediately.
So fast.
He walks in and he's just like,
that's how you know.
Is anyone surprised this guy couldn't last?
No, absolutely not, because
abusive men. He probably doesn't last very long.
Abusive men are babies. They're babies.
Yeah, and he gets a giant bolt. Like, you would think it was a dart or something like that, but then he pulls out and it's a giant metal bolt. I thought that was kind of cool.
Rusty.
But he shouldn't have lived anyways, right?
No, we wanted him to die. We were standing for that death.
So was that him behind the gate in the beginning, like when they're leaving the club?
No, I definitely think it was the devil guy. Like, I feel like the devil guy went out to this club and placed the flyer, maybe like 1 or 2 flyers there.
I think
just
he
to
was
get a couple groups of
looking
people.
For kids. Like, they were looking for people to
so
murder.
he was watching her.
Okay.
And, like, planted the thing.
Well, because then after, it's like shortly after that Evan comes up and he's like, let's go to this haunted house, you guys. Let's all get murdered. Yeah.
And actually, I feel like it's definitely the boyfriend's
Evan's
fault.
just trying to make the Uber money.
I know. He really was. That was funny.
He was trying to make the thing.
The only scene I enjoyed.
But the boyfriend is like stalking them, driving behind their truck. And so Harper's like, okay, like someone's following us, let's make this turn to avoid him. And they make the turn, and the boyfriend loses them, but then they end up right across the street from the haunted house. So I feel like it's the boyfriend's fault. I blame him.
Maybe he led them. Maybe he was like, oh, I'm gonna have everybody killed.
You know what? This is a newer movie. It's only 2 years old, and I would really like a sequel. Honestly, I think.
Yeah, I would watch a sequel.
I think it's open for a sequel.
Or like a revamp, like another cult that tries to do like a copycat or something.
I don't even know if all the killers died.
You know, I want the backstory. I want the villain origin.
I think died.
Maybe a prequel.
I think everybody died. I think all the killers died.
Okay, then a prequel.
I think that's why Nathan, at the end, he gets his little lucky bat, you know? You know, little baseball boy, and he just goes out and he swings on the last person or one of the last people. Like, I think they kill everybody.
Yeah, she gets the last guy.
But I guess you don't know for sure. There could always be more.
A bigger cult, right?
So.
But a prequel would be cool to show, like, them transforming their faces, joining the cult, and then, like, all the other people they killed. Because they got to change it up a little bit.
Maybe we can be in the movie.
Yeah, guys. Oh, that was so cool.
I know, right?
Kill me first.
Movie. I could do it.
Can I just be an extra? Like, I'll be at the club, but not at the haunted house.
Right. You'll just be dancing, vibing, like, we'll just go off and die.
I think we would be perfect.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't cast us, right?
That'd be cool.
What do y'all think? Can we do it?
Wait, this is when we need the scene of you two killing each other. Like, we need the fights.
Oh my gosh.
Like Freddy versus Jason, Bex versus Lars.
Yes, Bex versus Lars.
What do y'all think? I could take her. I think I could take her.
Okay.
So, I think we pretty much talked about most of what we wanted to discuss.
I think so.
It looks like we are going to be doing our next episode and reviewing Willy's Wonderland, which I haven't seen yet. So I, again, will be interested in that one.
I've seen it.
You've seen it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the face.
I won't say anything else till next week.
She's like, I'm going to make you watch it.
Oh my God.
Just watch it. Belle, you'll be fine.
She's like, maybe she doesn't like it. Maybe she don't like it. But yeah, make sure you guys tune in next week. Again, we're here every Monday. And also, I wanted to say, do you guys like being called creatures?
Yeah.
Oh,
We kind of made that up today.
We just kind of went with it, you know? So let us know what you think in the comments. Do you want to be called something else?
Yeah,
Do you
what
have
about
any
horror
recommendations? Ghouls, goblins,
You could be our fellow hotties.
right?
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah, you
So
can be
if
the
you-
babes. I don't know.
Our little babes. Our babes.
The babes.
Is babes gender neutral?
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
true. Yeah.
Our booze.
Something all inclusive.
Oh,
Our
that's
booze.
kind of
like
spooky.
I kind of like that. Okay, creatures or our
Creatures of
booze.
booze.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll
In the
have you vote.
comments.
Yeah, we'll have a
Yes,
vote.
drop it in the comments. Creatures or
Tell us what you
booze?
think.
What do you like? Make sure to also subscribe, like, follow. You know.
Comment, share, tell your
Also-
friends.
Yeah, tell your
Yes.
friends. Bring them on. And yeah, thanks for watching, you guys, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Good night.
Bye, guys. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.